Hello again. In this class we will have this worksheet on the narrative tenses. I want you to look with me at these questions and try to figure out the answers. Let's start with number 1. Did it rain when you got up this morning? Or was it raining when you got up this morning? 2. What did you do yesterday evening? Nothing special. Or, what were you doing yesterday evening? Nothing special. 3. I was really hungry yesterday evening because I had not eaten anything since breakfast, or I was not eating anything since breakfast, or I didn't eat anything since breakfast. 4. I was waiting at the bus stop when Dave came by in his car and gave me a lift, or I waited at the bus stop when Dave came by in his car and gave me a lift. 5. I was really tired last night, so I was going straight to bed, or I had gone straight to bed, or I went straight to bed. 6. We got to the cinema late and the film A had already started, B already started, C was already started, or D has already started. 7. Tom and Alice, 14 years when they decided to get divorced. A. Were married. B. Are married. C. Had been married. 8. Have you ever been to New York? The girl asked me if I have ever been to New York. B. If I ever go to New York. C. Was ever been to New York. D. Had ever been to New York. 9. Can you remember what the man you saw coming out of the bank was wearing, madam? The policeman asked the old lady. Or has worn, or wore, or had worn. You have 4 options for this question. The last one, question number 10. Why don't you wear your red dress to Tom's party? Oh, no. I had worn that to Jim's party last Saturday, or I wore that to Jim's party last Saturday, or I was wearing that to Jim's party last Saturday. Now let's go to the answers and the explanations. The correct answer for question number 1 is B. Was it raining when you got up this morning? And the reason why, because the context indicates that we are talking about an action in progress at a specific moment in time. So the past continuous is more appropriate here. So we are talking about an action in progress. Stative and dynamic verbs are very important in this case. Also we have this indicators, the keyword when. 2. What did you do yesterday evening? Nothing special. The reason why I used the simple past because we are talking about completed actions, not actions in progress. I was really hungry yesterday evening because I had not eaten anything since breakfast. We use the past perfect because we are talking about two actions in the past, but one of them had happened before the other one, which means the first action must be in its past perfect tense. So the past perfect is used when we are referring back to an earlier period than our focus point in the past. I was waiting at the bus stop when Dave came by in his car and gave me a lift. Here we have the past continuous because we are talking about an action in progress at a specific time. Again and again, dynamic and stative verbs could be good indicators in this case. Also we have the keyword when. It's a kind of interruption. I was really tired last night, so I went straight to bed. So it's clear that we need to use the simple past because we are talking about uncompleted actions in the past. Here we have the word chronological sequence, which means ترتيب الزمني للأحداث. 6. We got to the cinema late and the film had already started again and again and again. We're talking about two actions in the past. One of them happened before the other one. The first action must be in its past perfect tense. So, the first action was the film already started or had already started, and the other actions that we got to the cinema, both actions happened in the past. 7. Tom and Alice had been married for 10 years when they decided to get divorced for the same reason. 8. Have you ever been to New York? The girl asked me if I had ever been to New York. Here we have a reported questions, and we know a reported question, the rule is if we have a present perfect, it turns to past perfect. So when we report statements and the question originally made in the present perfect, we normally use the past perfect, which means have been turned into or turns into had been. 9. Can you remember what the man you saw coming out of the bank was wearing, madam? The policeman asked the old lady. Here we use the past continuous because we are talking about an action in progress. So our main concern is focusing on a situation in progress. The last question. Why don't you wear your red dress to Tom's party? Oh no, I wore that to Tom's party last Saturday. We use the past perfect, past simple because we are talking about a completed actions in the past or a completed action in the past. Here the explanation. Here it is a completed action that is being talked about, so the past simple is more appropriate. I hope that You get all the benefit from this class. If you have any question, just ask me, don't hesitate. See you in the next class, inshallah.